Good morning, traders, and God bless. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. I am Ricky Gaspard. I am your host, and we will be sorted by volume from highest to lowest this morning for this pre-market session. Once we see a spike appear over here in this column, it'll be noticed by these green numbers. And when these numbers start rising, we come over to the current bar volume and make sure we have enough volume to get in and get out safely. What I mean by that is we need a high volume flow, not just a couple of shares being traded. Once we confirm we have the volume, we look for this crossover of these two moving averages. This is the 5 and the 13 EMA. And usually if we have a spike, they've already crossed over. You'll see these arrows pop in. That means there's more buyers coming in and spiking the price up. You'll watch me mark support and resistance levels kind of like this. That would be resistance when the price stops rising, and then when it drops down, I will mark support level down here, and we always try to plan our entry down here on support, but not before we confirm that we have green dominator bars moving in. This is the volume down here of the buyers and sellers. Once we have these green bars coming in and we are looking at an entry on a support level, I want to make sure these two indicators are pointing north, or at least a little bit north. We prefer them to be above the yellow line. The yellow line is the midpoint between the high and the low of the price. This white line is the trend, so we like it to be trending up slightly, and these are the buyers and the sellers. So once everything lines up, I'm marking support and resistance levels. We're planning an entry around here. We want to see green bars and these indicators pointing north. Never trade off my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed. Delays can cost you money. Always get set up on your own computer before you make a trade. I'm also not a licensed financial advisor. Before you make any trades or follow any of my recommendations or tools, make sure you reach out to a professional financial advisor so he can help you along your way of trading. I'm here to demonstrate indicators and teach you a strategy. I'm not here to guide you in your financial dreams. I thank you for joining me this morning as we wait for a couple more minutes, about 2, before the market to open. Make sure that your active trader TIF is set to EXT so you can trade the pre-market. I'm watching FFIE. It's a cheap stock. It's been moving around since yesterday. Don't know if it's going to continue this morning, but it seems to have a little bit of activity. I guess we'll see how it goes when the bell rings. And as always, thank you for joining me for this pre-market session. About a minute and a half to go. Not seeing too much activity this morning. Maybe it'll pick up a little bit after the bell rings. All right, about 30 seconds to go. Good luck in your trading. Don't chase green candles like this. Wait on a pullback and we'll play the next run up. If you chase green candles, you could get stung. So just be careful if you do. All right, let's see how it goes. Got about 10 seconds. I'll zoom in here a little bit so you can get a better eye on it. Watching for volume spikes in this column. Not looking like very many buyers are interested in this stock. I didn't buy it yesterday either when it was moving around. Not seeing much of anything else moving currently. If you were here on Monday and Tuesday, you saw some really good profits being made. I think almost all of us made a few dollars. So you got to show up every morning because you never know what morning that's going to take place. And you'll be glad you did when that happens. A lot of volume on this stock, but it is a cheaper price stock, so people are buying larger share size. When they're cheap, you can buy more, so the volume can be a little bit deceiving. Not much activity this morning. We did have a couple movers yesterday. Nothing impressive compared to Monday and Tuesday. But I'll take a couple of bad days as long as I get a couple of good ones. I'm going to sort by volume spike, see if we can pick up anything moving. This is AWIN. This stock moved yesterday a couple of 100% with no news, I believe. Couldn't figure that one out. AWIN. This is GameStop. It had a good run Monday through Tuesday, a little bit yesterday. Seems to have calmed down quite a bit. Well, enjoy your coffee as we wait on anything to start moving. If it's your first time here, some days are slow, some days are really powerful, some days are average. Just have to be patient. The market is a game of patience. I'm being told Walmart is moving. WMT. For those of you that play the higher price stocks, $62 a share. Thank you, 58, for posting that. And Seahorse Trading. Continuing to rise. We'll try to do a pullback on it. I don't know if it'll work or not. I don't know what's moving this stock. I haven't read the news. I only play the numbers. If the numbers look good, we try to make a trade on it. What I mean by numbers is this volume and these spikes. Slightly pulling back, this candle did close. I will mark the support level. Let's see if it bounces back up and breaks through that 63.20. Not seeing a whole lot of volume on this stock. I'm watching for dominator bars to come in. We did bounce back up and spiked above that 63.20. So these are the kind of setups we like to play. It's called a pullback strategy. This would have been a good one down here had we caught it earlier. The price starts moving up. When it stops, you mark a resistance level. This next candle is usually red. When it stops moving, you mark a support level for the next run up. Sometimes we don't get a set pullback candle, and we'll be watching this long wick on the bottom. This long wick is the buyers buying up what they're selling, and sometimes the buyers will just override the sellers and the price will keep going. So this long wick is also a play. If you haven't played it before, watch it a couple of times. If it happens on the screen, it's been happening pretty regularly. So pull back to the support or a long wick on the bottom of a red candle. Thank you, Amadeus. Walmart has news at 7 a.m. Central Time. Jim, the only issue I had yesterday with Schwab was after the market closed, it's like everything shut down. I was getting expression errors in all of the codes. I could not get a scan to load. I had blank screens. So I don't know what they're doing over there, but they need to get it right. I did manage to get in one trade on Cisco after hours. Made about 70 cents a share. And I just quit because of all of the errors. Take a look at Cisco this morning and let's see if they are going to make a move or not. Go back to the 15-minute chart. So this is the move I played yesterday when the market closed. I think I got in here somewhere. It was already up this high by the time I spotted it. Got about 75 cents in here. Really slow this morning. Slower than normal. IREN. I don't see any volume happening on this stock. Well, you had my hopes up, Jim, but there wasn't nothing there. AMD making a small move, a very small move. Well, while there's nothing to do, if you YouTubers could hit the like button for me, help me keep the ratings up on these live streams so I can keep them going. It pays me a few pennies a day, and your help by clicking the like button keeps me up in the ratings, and I appreciate it. AMD slowly moving. No volume to speak about, just a few buyers occasionally. Well, it may take the 7 o'clock hour to find something that's moving. Usually the news comes out at the top of the hour or the half hour. Nothing currently happened this morning. That's a good question, Yatu. Lord, we need help. All we can do is wait, guys. We can't create trades. That's where you lose money thinking something's going up. That usually doesn't happen. All right, CTNT. Looks like we got a winner here. Look how fast that happened after asking the Lord for help. Be careful here. Wait for a pullback just in case it's a pump and dump. I'll be marking them out on the chart. It's not a whole lot of volume. It's not worth even trying to get in. We're only looking at 1,000 shares traded. On that last candle, on the current candle, the last one, 36,000. Need the other buyers to find it, and they probably will. Just that we caught it kind of early. Long wicks on the top of these candles are never a good sign. We have a red dominator bar. My blessing does look good. This is how we want it to look, but we need a green bars coming in here for buyers. So don't chase it quite yet, unless you are a brave soul. Now 14,000 on that last candle. Another tall wick on the top. Looks like the volume's dying out on CTNT. I'm not going to mark a pullback on this stock. It doesn't have enough volume for it to work efficiently. So we'll have to wait to see if the buyers come in and start driving it up normally, instead of these little bounces under low volume. Looks like the buyers didn't care if it was moving. They did not come and start buying it. Maybe just somebody pushing around some shares. Watching for volume increases. I'm not seeing any. I'm seeing a couple of shares being bought and then it pauses. $165,000 shares traded. Looks like some other buyers have found this stock and starting to purchase it. Or it could just be the same forum trying to tease you. LIDR, that one made a move yesterday as well. Good job, Jay. LIDR, not a lot of volume moving. It's currently frozen till somebody makes a trade. These are not the kind of plays that I prefer. I want to see lots of activity. This kind of volume is like, okay, I'm waiting for somebody to buy after I buy. That's never a good thing. Already have the level set on that stock from yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to stay away from CTNT. I'll take a look at it. So the first pullback, and it would have been a crazy guess to get it, was right here. Now we're pulling back again. Let's see if we pull back down to the 795 area. Breaking through 844 up to 869. Could not hold at 869, pulling back down to 844, all the way down to 818. This stock is absolutely crazy. It's about a 75-cent drop from the high. Would be pretty scary holding 1,000 shares of this. We retested the 844, keep breaking below it. Yeah, I'm going to stay clear of it. I don't like the way it's acting. I like a lot of buyers and sellers. We don't go through this. If they're going to drive it up, we need a crowd. Yeah, when you have these huge swings like this, it's usually because of low volume. It is creating higher lows and higher highs. Me too, stack them. That's why I'm staying away. I'm sitting on good profits right now. I don't need something to take it away. True Lane, it's not a per minute thing. It's not a certain number. It's just that we want to see these numbers really moving. When we have a stock in play, you'll know what I mean. If you look up here at the numbers while it's in play. Like right now, it's pausing. A few people buy. It stops. It's pausing. A few people buy. That's not good trading. We want these prices really moving. These candles pulling back, maybe on one or two, and then bouncing higher. We're not getting that out of this stock. You are welcome, Silverado. Looks like it's losing everything it gained. A lot of buyers did not come in to drive it up. JDZG. Watching the volume on this one is currently not moving. We do have a green candle. That does not mean the buyers will not come in. Let's see what happens. Let's see if that's a pullback. We're watching for a long wick on the bottom of this candle for the buyers to come in and drive it up, but this is a warning signal right here. It could go, buyers could find it. We are one of the first to find it. They could push it right on up to $7 or $8. Still going. The volume was frozen just about. It's a good call out, Fumagoo, on this one. The buyers did find it and drive it up. You got to watch out for the spread, though. The spread is up there in the 40-50 cent range. 72, 87. Going to cost you quite a bit of money to buy this one. Think I'm going to stay clear with spreads like that. $13.96 on the spread. Now $2.61. That is ridiculous. Don't let them trap you like that. It looks good. It looks like you're losing money, but you're not. You're saving it when the spreads are that high. 73 cents. Even if you got in on a low spread, you might have to get out on a high spread, and you end up not making what you thought you make. We need something where you don't feel like you got robbed when you got in and got out. Pumping it right on up. You guys can play this stock if you're willing to take the risk. I'm not. I'm sitting back. I hear you, Chad. Know when to hold 'em. Well, that was a little excitement, but no thank you. I'll sit on my hands. AMC. Been moving around for a while. We'll move on from this one. Still low volume, just people playing around with it. What we need is these volume spikes to kick in. We're not having that this morning. And if it's your first time here on this YouTube channel, I only stream for an hour each morning on YouTube, and then I continue for another 2.5 hours over on Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord stream, you can click the link at the top of the chat window, the blue and yellow banner up there. And you'll find a lot of these indicators, a lot of scans, a lot of help. And you get to watch these live streams for 3.5 hours. So at 6:55, this stream will end on YouTube. Jimmy, that's the problem I had Monday. It said I had money, but I couldn't use it. The next day it was fine. BZ. BZ. It appears not to be trading. Got to make sure you have a lot of volume flowing here before you post them. If it's not moving, we're not buying. It's okay, Jimmy. We all been spectating this morning. Couple of pumps, high floats. High spreads. Nothing to pull the trigger on. No volume spikes. Quite slow this morning. Wish we could have got a play in for the YouTubers, but I guess we'll have to try again tomorrow. I am not from Louisiana, but my parents were. So I am half Cajun, I guess. Yes, it is. It was well known. Seems to be fading back a little now. I think that's because there were more girls in the family than boys. They don't carry the last name over. Good morning, Nano. Nano, I asked the Lord for help. He gave us one, but it had high spreads. Patience is key. Have to wait. The good ones will put money in your bank. The ones you guess at will take it away. Tom, it's probably because your scan probably didn't refresh yet, maybe. There's AMC and GME now popping up. AMC slow crawling. AMC moving under low volume. LSDI. Saw that one spiking. You can see it right here on this column. It's under $1, 81 cents. I'm checking the volume. Last candle was 89,000. It looks like the volume is coming in. Hopefully it keeps coming in. It just paused at 11,000. Now up over 12. That was a big purchase. 12,000 shares. This one's probably going to pop up. Let's see if we get a pullback out of it or a long wick on the bottom of this candle. That would be resistance. I don't like that the volume is pausing on this stock, but that means the other buyers maybe not have found it yet. I think we're getting a bunch of temptation candles this morning is what we're getting. Second red candle pulling back. I'm going to go ahead and mark out support right here. It's either going to pull above it or below it. If it stays below it, there will not be any buyers. So from 73 support to 78 resistance, it's not worth me buying. That's only a nickel. All right, YouTube, I appreciate you joining me this morning. Hope to see you back here tomorrow. Maybe we'll get a play in. It's Friday tomorrow, so keep in mind that Fridays can be quite slow, but maybe we'll be blessed. But thank you for joining me this morning. As always, have a very blessed trading day, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.